Hi Nana. See, we were learning about Bohr's classification. Classification based on the electronic configuration. Classification of electrons. Sorry, classification of elements based on the electronic configuration. So here two types of classifications are there. So one is Bohr's classification, and another one is differentiating electrons classification. So in the part of Bohr's classification, we have covered two types of elements: inert gases and representative elements. So now the third type of elements of Bohr's classification is a transitional elements. So what are transitional elements? So these elements, so the elements in which last two electrons, okay, these elements, in these elements, last two orbits, what are the last two orbits? Ultimate shell, that means outermost shell, and penultimate shell. Ultimate shell and penultimate shell. Okay, ultimate shell and penultimate shell. Suppose this is the atom, this is the nucleus of atom. So these are several orbits. Okay, so now this is the ultimate. If electrons are present, here in this, okay, then this is ultimate shell, ultimate shell, or n shell. This is what? N minus 1 shell. If it is n shell, and it will be n minus 1 shell, or else it is called as penultimate shell. It is called as penultimate shell. Okay, see these last two shells, last shell and last but one shell. So in these elements, in transition elements, last two orbits or else last two shells are incompletely filled, with electrons, incompletely filled with electrons. Okay, right. Next, elements which have incompletely filled d orbitals in their elemental state. So here they contain incompletely filled. They contain incompletely filled d orbitals. They contain incompletely filled d orbitals either in elemental state, or in any possible oxidation state, or in any possible oxidation state, in any possible oxidation state. So actually all the transition elements are metals. Okay, all these transition elements are metals. All are metals. Okay, right. All are metals. Their properties are intermediate between S block and P block elements. S block and P block elements. See, already we have seen, yesterday I have shown you, in the previous video I have shown you the diagram. So these are transitional elements. These are said to be S block elements. These are said to be S block elements. These are said to be P block elements. So all the P block elements are present here. p block elements, all the p block elements, including inert gases also. Even inert gases are also called as p block elements. P block. Okay, so these are s block elements. S block elements and p block elements. So between s block elements and p block elements, transition elements are located, and these elements are weak metals. All are metals, but they are weak metals. Their properties are intermediate. So here their properties are intermediate between s block elements and p block elements. See, s block elements are strong metals, whereas p block elements, they contain weak metals, metalloids and non-metals also. But transitional elements, their properties are intermediate between strong metals and weak metals. That means they are intermediate. That means they are also somewhat weak, but not that much strong as s block elements. Their general electronic configuration. So the general electronic configuration is given like this: N-1 D 1 to 9 NS2 or NS0 to 2, NS0 to 2, either 0 or 1 or 2. So like this. Okay. For example, if I take a palladium, so its configuration is krypton. 6s0, 5d10. So 5d10, 6s0, 5d10. Okay, so palladium. Okay, so like this. So 1 to 10. So its general electronic configuration is N-1 D 1 to 10 NS0 to 2. Okay, here example palladium, if I take like this, palladium configuration is like this. So now next one. See, second B group elements are not transitional elements. Second B group. What are the second B group elements? Zinc, cadmium, mercury. These are not transitional elements because here in this case there is absence of d orbitals. So in this case, absence of incomplete d orbitals. Absence of incomplete d orbitals. Absence of incomplete d orbitals. Hence, these elements are said to be not transitional elements. See, look here. Actually, it should be 1 to 9 only. So this should not be included here. This I will give this as an example in some other case. Okay. So actually it should be like this. So here, so 1 to 9 only. General electronic configuration. D should contain 1 to 9 only. So if it is 1 to 10, then it is said to be completely filled. So but transition element should contain incompletely filled d orbitals. It should contain incompletely filled d orbital. Hence, d orbital should contain either 1 or up to 9, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 up to 9, but it should not be 10. Okay, right. Hence, see in these orbitals, so the absence of incomplete d orbitals. Hence, these second B group elements, they are not second group elements are not treated as transitional elements. Transitional, not treated as transitional elements. So where the second B group are present, so second B group elements are present at the end of the middle. So here the middle portion, at the end group of the middle portion. So end group of the middle portion is nothing but second B. It is second B. End group of the middle portion, it is second B group. Right. So these elements are said to be non-typical transitional elements. Non-typical transitional elements. Non-typical transitional elements. As they are not treated in transitional elements, so they are called as non-typical transitional elements or volatile metals. They are volatile metals. They can evaporate easily. So they are also called as volatile metals. Volatile metals. The thing is that, so these three elements and even copernicium also, okay, even copernicium. So these elements, second B group elements, they are not included in any class of the Bohr's classification. Okay, they are not included in any class of the Bohr's classification. Okay, right. Now, so the next point is here, in case of transition elements, both N-1d and Ns electrons participate in bonding. Both electron from last but one orbit, d electron from last but one orbit, both N-1d electrons, okay, electrons and Ns electrons, okay, will participate in bonding. Will participate in bonding, in chemical bonding. They will participate in chemical bonding. Right. So if you see the characteristics, so the characteristics of transitional elements, if you see the characteristics of transition elements, so the first characteristics is they are hard and heavy metals. They are hard and heavy metals. Okay. They have variable oxidation states. They have variable oxidation states. Oxidation state means valencies. Oxidation state means valencies. For example, if you take iron, it is having